Hi, it's Peggy Forrest. I'm sorry, it's Peggy from the Pearl Forest. I think I'm tired. Um, Welcome to my channel. Hopefully I can stay awake along with you as well. We're back with our project of the 5 mini nature journals. And these are our 5 journals. And I've gone ahead and distress inked a lot of things to put in there. I meant to quickly cut these out, but let me do that really quickly while we say hi. I hope you're having a great day. Today's pretty good weather-wise here, and kind of just a relaxing day. I film ahead a little bit, trying to not have it down to the wire because there's always something that can happen to interfere. So to prevent that, I try to film ahead. I'm just trimming the edge of this. These were the pieces of the trivia cards that I cut into a tag and put, I think this was newsprint on this side. I've distressed around it, and then I've put some of the digital on the other side. And that's from the Joey card maker. So it's Joey _ card maker, and that's on Etsy. But he also has some free things on Ko-fi, Ko-fi. And you can also link to his things for sale from there. So that's a good way to find him. The digitals, once again, that we're using are Nature's Notes. And I have the 4 sets. One is spring, one is summer, one is autumn, and one is winter. And here's another one I did. We're mixing and matching these. I accidentally used some of the paper we stamped on, but I kind of like the little script on the back. There's still plenty of room to write, and it just kind of adds an interesting note. Oh, I wish I'd gotten myself some water. Hope I don't regret that. I'm feeling a bit of a tickle. Okay, so this one looks like that. I think there's 2 per book. The distressing does take quite a bit of time, so I'm glad I did that ahead of time. Especially when your ink pad is getting low, which mine is. I keep putting some water on it, but when you first put water on it, then it gets really dark for a brief moment, and then it gets a little better. I really like that one. That one's pretty. Well, they're all nice, but that one I'm especially drawn to. Anyway, I have re-watered and watered and watered and watered and fought with it for a long time. So just before this video, I went and ordered a new one and a re-ink thing. So I'll actually have 2 then. I'll re-ink this one and have a new one, which is nice because I can have them in 2 different places. One kept on my desk. So that will be good. I don't really like the applicators. Originally, we had different applicators. Here's this one. I'll show you what they looked like. I have not been able to find them since. So there's a handle with a Velcro, and I have some stuck under some of these. Like here's one. Well, I guess it is foam. I didn't think it was foam, so I didn't order any more. That Velcro's on there. I guess it is foam. Maybe it holds up better than the new little ones. These ones here, as a product review, these little domed foam ones, these are called Tiny Blending Foam, and maybe they're purposely different material to use like in a stencil or on the page or something, but they don't hold up doing the distressing of the edges. They get worn down. Like here, for instance, this one, you can see this little hole in the middle from pushing on it, and the foam has eaten its way out. So I put in a different one that I'm using right now. But now that I see that those are the same, I think I'll go and order some more of the big ones. I think they're a little sturdier foam. I could be wrong, but they seem to last longer. I'm saving all these scraps, trying to do all the, well, that's that one, the biggest pieces first, before I do the scraps for the collage on the book boxes, so I can get the most out of these. Like, this is still a big piece, and I might use it on one of our big pieces of ephemera. So start big and we work our way down. Eventually we will get to the boxes and all the stuff that goes in them. Here's a little mouse. This one I did 2 of them. I said I think there's 2 for each. Now, a lot of these won't need us to do anything. We can just put them in pockets. Some of them, you know, maybe would be better with something. I've also made some Bible verses and some words that we can make use of. Or find some little pictures. I've done some little punches too, to maybe go on the tickets or other places. I'm sure I have other little things somewhere else, so if need be, we'll go and search. Here's this one with the sheep. I may go ahead and stick things in a pocket and come back at the last, before I do the last flip through, and see if I want to add anything decorative after I know where it goes and I can search for what it is I'd like to find. So this is a start to finish journal project, and that's this start to finish journal. And in this case, it's 5 journals. I also found these, and I thought the sky and the clouds might be nice, and we could cut out a tag or a journal card or something. These are little mini file folders. So I pulled out some of those in case we want to use them. Thought I would show you. I wanted to put like a greeting card in here. I wish I could do envelope. I'd have to fold my own, which we still could. But I had these craft cardstock cards, and I found that I could cut cut this to 3 inches. So cut this strip off, which I saved in case we want to use those for anything. So I have a whole bunch of these pieces, and make sure we stay in view here. Then I also, so this hinges at the top, like, you know, that way, and then this hinges here, so this would be the hinges. So then I realized that this is the right size. It's the same size as this, but it's rotated. So after I made this cut, I made this cut, and then I made this one a little shorter. So there's 2 different styles. They actually are the same size of a card, but they open differently. So I have some of each of those. And of course, this is Nature's Notes, autumn, spring, summer, and winter. And then I thought I'd share a tip on these. These are so hard to ink because they're just so floppy. But what I came up with, just kind of came to me and I thought I would try it, is I stacked a whole bunch of these up that are the same size. And forgive me, I've just thrown all these in here. We will sort them out in a minute. So I took a bunch of these and stacked them up and then held them. That makes it be, oops, this is the one I haven't done. It makes it stiffer so that when I want to go around the edge, I can, without it being quite so floppy and bendy. This pad has some dark wet spots and some not really doing much of any spots, so you get kind of random. So this one's going to be kind of grungy on the back, but that's okay. So anyway, that's a tip that you can do these easier. So let's put these out. These were tickets, but I rounded the corners. So we have those. We have these cards, which are just a solid paper, and I've rounded all the cards so they're a journal card. So we have those. We have these bigger cards. Let's see. Some of these don't want to lay down by themselves, so we'll just help them. We have these bigger cards. This is a little different size. It's close though, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. We have playing cards that are covered. They sound gravelly. We have tea cards. We have tickets. This is a slightly different color, but it's this one. Here's these. Some of these will decorate today, and some are just ready to put in pockets. So we'll do that. We also have these playing cards. We have a sideways belly band. And I'm not worrying whether these are right side up or not. These were some little ones we could cut out of scrapbook paper. These are tags. These are these ones. Some of these we have a lot. Remember how stuff went missing and I printed some more and then I found them. So we have lots, including repeats. But I think as long as we don't put repeats in one book, we're fine because each book is its own. Let's see, we can put that over there. Kind of don't want to lose any on the floor, but I think if we get this tray out of the way, it will be nicer for your view. Sorry for just a moment while I empty that out. Okay, so these are still in view. We have that. So we have, let's see, we have these which are bigger. And these are kind of medium. And these things are all smaller, but then this is some belly bands. Remember our Rolodex edges? That's what these were. And I cut a few of them that we can use for a sideways belly band to put our bigger stuff in. Where did these cards go? I guess they got moved over to here. There we go. Since we had several big things, I thought we could use them. So just do a quick little sort. You can kind of see some of what we're working with. Sorry, my sleeves are not stained. There's one playing card, one of these, and one of these, and one of these per book, and one of these, and one of these. Everything else has the potential to have more. There's some seashells. And I'm not worrying whether these are right side up or not. Oh, this is another one that was, I cut off the paper, kind of like one of these things, which I could cut that one out too if we want it. So they're slightly different sized. I ended up with multiple, of the tickets. So we may have more of those than we want. We may have more of some of these other things too, but that's okay because there'll be a big journal coming. So lots of tea cards. We have these. One of those. Oops, those. We also have these, which are large. They were place cards. They were a little longer, but I cut them shorter to fit in the book. So each of them have one of those. And they will need, you know, some decoration, you know, like perhaps one of these would look really nice on there. Or one of these. Those are both good sizes to go on those. Oops, this goes up here. Now these ones are bigger. Not sure if they fit. We also have some of these somewhere. I thought these went really nicely on those. And we have little pieces over here that we can add to decorations. So like I said, we're going to start with the big stuff that we might put some of these smaller things on, and then later we'll put smaller things in the pockets. I think I'm going to just stick these, I think they're this size, so I'm going to put them there. And these are the rounded edge tickets. Here's another belly band. These tickets. Whoops. Now these are different colored than a lot of the stuff in here, especially the elephant. I'm wondering if I can kind of tone him down a little bit, the white on here. I think that's a little better. He's still going to be dark, overall brighter colors than a lot of these things, but I think that's fine. We can always edit things out of our journals if we want to at later time, but we have a lot of places to write with these things. Okay, and there's another one of those. All right, so we have 5 of these. Now, I guess I have 6 that I pulled out. And was I thinking these should be on the front? They do then end up covering up most of the stamp, but you can still see what's on the spine and the back and around the edges. So that might be what we end up doing. They could actually cover a page as well, and I do have more of those. So I think it's going to be one of those two things. So I'm going to set these aside in the little basket where the books are. So let's take a look at a book and see what we have. We have 2 pages here that could have something. We're looking at pockets. So this size pocket, which we do have to make sure that they are functioning, that the glue isn't in the way. Whoops. I think I need a thinner bone folder would be better. Anyway, on this one we could put these in there. We can put these that. We could put these. So any of these things could go in there. I wonder if these can even go in there. Okay, not really. And what's the standard size of one of these? Oops, come on. These are thin, but nope, it's not. Okay, so these kind of pockets need these ones here. So these 5 need something bigger. But some of them also could be put on, like these could be put on as a decoration, but as another place to stick something. So that's an option. All right, so we have this side tuck, and these can fit in here. And that one actually looks nice there. So we'll just keep track by putting something aside. We did one of these, and this little tuck, we'll use this as an example, can hold one of those. So which of these would be nice? This is kind of pretty. Kind of looks okay with the fall leaves. And all of these are just stressed around the back. So I think that looks good together. So we put another one of those in. And we have this corner one. Sometimes these get a little glue out of the edge. I think the scissors maybe work better. There we go. Okay, so these could go in there. I don't know, can this... It's kind of tight, but maybe. I think one of these could go in there though. And that one actually looks nice. We'll come back. We'll go back and decorate. I think that might be best. Okay, so we did one of those. We have this pocket, which will be some of those. And let's see. This is one of those. We have this corner one. I don't know if we can get one of these in here. Yep, I think we can still close that. So we did one of those. This is an up tuck. So like one of these could be in there, but some smaller ones could be also. So maybe we'll wait on that one. We'll disperse the bigger things. This is smaller. Okay, we have a belly band. We could put this in here. Or we can put one of these. Actually, those aren't going to fit. So we'll go with one of these. Okay, so we did one of those. There we go. And that's what we have so far. Now when we put in the side tucks, I don't think those are going to fit either, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do those. I'll have to see what I can do. So this book has these things. So each book needs one of these, one of these, these. And one of these. Not sure why I have, oops, 3 more, but we'll just stick them aside for right now. And then I had 2 of these. So I'm not sure which, oops, which ones of these will go in which books. But we'll have, that's actually the same. I think there's just like one, oops, come on, one extra. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I only need 4, so it's actually 4 extra cards. Okay, so I'll just put this set down. You know, we're going to go for 2 of these, so let's do another one. Okay, so this one, on the side one, could we put one of these in the side? No, they're just too big. We may have to end up cutting these down, or maybe even not using them in here. We'll see. So on this side, go put this brown one. Stay. Sorry for a second. I just had to turn it to get it in here. Nope. I'm gonna have to use the scissors a little. That's the problem when you put the glue on and then you slide this a little bit. Your glue slides a little bit. Which you need to be careful not to do. Like this one. Not sure if I can get it over far enough. Maybe that's running into there. It's too big for that way. Well, maybe we need to go with the green. Okay, so we still have these 2. I may have made too many big things, which we might have to rectify. That's small, small. I don't know if this fits. It's hard to get over far enough from the spine. We have this one. That's not going to fit either. You can always put them on like this with something to hold it down and flip it up. That's an option. This corner, we still need one of these cards. This is a report card. Well, she just looks to me like she's thinking about her schooling. There's her writing practice. A small one. I think if I did one of these at a time, it might be easier, but I'm dispersing these. And we have this belly band. Before we put this one in there. Okay, I'm just going to stick this one in the book because I did not find a place for it, but I need 2 of these kind to put in, I think like the corner thing. this corner one. What would be good there? This is the one with the blue and things. Maybe these flowers peeking up there. And we could put something with the seagull. But it'd be nice to put something back here more. Small. Got the belly band. We have this tech. Could put this one. Whoops. Okay, put this, yeah, come on. That one in here. So we have the same number of those. Put those in there. Now, this one is the pinkish one. Let's just go back and find, that's the small, find the belly band, and I think I would rather put this in the belly band in this book. And I think this I'm gonna put in by putting partly on a page. Let's see, put in this card somewhere. No. So I have the brown, the leaf, this one, and then two of those. Okay. Well, where's the other triangle? Oh, and we have this side pocket. This looks good here. Okay, and then we have, what did we do? We put one of those in, I think. Did we? No. We have this, whoops, no, that one's falling off. We're gonna need to glue that one back on. But this one would look fine with it. One. Do we have any up front? This pocket. Maybe this could go in here across from those ones. Okay. Okay. Oops. Put that there. Now this one, we have one of these, one of these, and one of these. That means I did not put one of these in this book, did I? I have it extra. Let's see. Got the brown one and the fall leaf one. So where can we put the green one? Will it fit in here? Yeah, okay. All right. So this is the purple one. So I'd like to use this one. And, I don't know, maybe that one, I'm not sure. And of these, don't know that it matters, maybe the green one. And we have these three. Okay, so this belly band is back here. That goes a little bit with their clothes. Or maybe I will put it the opposite direction. Yeah, and the gold kind of goes with that too. And now can we find, well, this does look nice with her, the green and purple. Okay, we're going good on this one. We have the bunny. We'll put this up there and back here. Small things. Those are matching that tuck. I think this is just going to have to be put on a page as well. So of these two, let's see, we have, where'd it go? No, it's the same, pretty much the same. This has a little blue in it, which they both kind of do. Maybe we'll put the one with the kids. They can find this butterfly. This one is more flowers. We'll put that flower. Okay, one more. Oops, come on, in you go. All right, so we have these three. We need to pick one of these, but that means somebody doesn't have one because I only had enough. The playing cards, we'll see if those go later. This is the kind of yellow-orange one, so maybe these. We'll figure out who's missing that. Okay, so back here in the belly band, I don't really like that one there. This one I think I like better. Oops. And I used the digitals to cover these. They were actually part of belly bands, but I obviously made them smaller. Come on. I think this can fit in here. Okay, and this is a side tuck. We have a guest pass, or a hall pass. Okay, and we have this. These don't leave a lot of room to sneak under there. There's the fox. And where do we want to put the cow? This is an up tuck. Could put the cow with the horse. We still have room for other things. I think maybe something else there. Cow could be grazing, and then this could be put on a page. So we'll figure out who doesn't have this one. This is going to go in here, and we have a side tuck band, which we can maybe get something bigger in. And I have a spare. This is the orange one, so I was going to use this one. So I think towards the middle we have more room. Could even do it in the middle, although it might interfere with the strings a little bit. So let's see. Could put it here. And then I'm not sure what will fit, but maybe something this size, or we could use one of these cards, or we'll come up with something else. I have some other scrapbook paper I pulled out to make tags, which we could do. So let me get this neatly on here so we don't cut down our space. And if you want to go back to the Rolodex parts list, you can see all the parts I got off the Rolodex cards. I still have not used the Rolodex cards, so that'll be a video in the future. Just see how I use those. I had an idea I saw from some people, but it hasn't made it to the top of my list yet. I have too much sorting it out and using it up to do. Plus I want to keep being productive on journals. Okay, so now we have space for something like this, which I'm just going to measure that for reference. It's 3 by 2. So I'll try to remember that. I have some scratch paper here that I cut off the Rolodex. I'll just use that for now. If I can just find a pencil. So I need some 2 by 3 journal cards. Okay. So also, this is the one we're still waiting to find someone who needs it. I believe there's one in here. Let's look. We have the brown one, the green one, which they're either green or gray. We have the belly band. And we have this color. So we do have all of those. This I thought I would just put down and it can flip out. It also could, interestingly, could wrap around a page. Find a page where it would look nice with it. It doesn't have anything in the way at the moment. It would look nice with this one. So what if we glue it on as a be nice it could flip for both, because you could write on that and you could write on this. But if I was to just glue this on a page, I'm covering it all up, so we're losing that anyway. So I just tuck my way through this. What does it, here. That has something on it. I think if I just glue it down like this, then it would just be an added flip open interactive piece. And I could make this a pocket though. Why don't we do that? That gives us something extra. Or I could even have a pocket come in the other direction. Let's see. Those could work that way. Don't really have tall things. So why don't we go that way? Still got to work out our closures. Okay, I'm going to close. Speaking of closures, I'm going to close this, try to center it, get it close to the center, but not exactly. Okay. Give it some creases, but open this so we don't have glue transferring. So I've glued it here, here, and here. And so you can put something in there, which I believe these could work in there. Probably the T cards could work in there. And maybe even this, although we might lose that in there. We could maybe put a tab on it. That's something to consider. So it's kind of like an extra small page in there. Okay, so that now has its belly band and it has the card glued in. So that one we've caught up. Let's see. I have this little basket out of sight here that I have them in. So let's go back to this one and see. Kind of liking putting this up here. So we have one of these cards, so we don't have that, but we're also looking for a belly band. I could also put this around. It's too big. Could go this way. I think I liked it. Well, yeah, I think I liked it on that one over here. I don't know why, but I do. And actually, like this would look really pretty decorating it. So let's do that. We have a gray. We have the brown. We have one of those. Two of those. We have the leaf one. So we have all of those. Did we have one of these? And we need the belly band. This is the purplish one. If we put the belly band here, it's kind of a tight fit, but trim the outside edge if we need to. Okay. I also have an idea to fold some coffee dyed paper to make a big journaling card. Yeah, that does stick out over the edge. Fair amount, which means it's got a smaller opening. Okay, so we have the belly band, we have the leaf one. I have some mushrooms, which would look nice there. And we have one of these. Two of those. And the gray one. The brown one's up there, and we have one of these. So there we go. So let's put this on. Will that open? Yeah. So this is why I wanted to do the decorating last, because then I can make it go with the page, that we don't have any idea what the page is like until we get there, because we have 4 different digitals, even though they coordinate. I think I got that a little crooked, but it's on and there's nothing I can really do about it. Actually, I think this card is a little crooked. So I guess there is something I can do about it. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this down, but we could do the same thing and make it a pocket, except it would go this way. Is that right? Yeah. So could be another secret note that somebody adds. Maybe I have something in here, maybe I don't. We'll just kind of center this on the page. It kind of blends in with this a bit. The brown around the frame of this and that frame. I think they go nicely together. Okay, let's open this. Make sure we're not gluing it down. And even though we've covered up this page you could write on, you can write on all of this. And this is now a pocket too. Okay, did we do a belly band? We did. So this one's done up to right now. Anyway, okay, this leaf one needs to go on a page. And we have, this is the pink one, so we want this belly band. We got one of these cards, so it's not that one. And let's see. Small pocket. Maybe at this, when we finish this phase, we might take a break before the next video, before we do the small ones. So I don't want to keep you too long. Okay, so this one I need to glue back on. I think I mostly need to just do the corner. So it has a little more flexibility. We'll just barely set that in there. Okay, maybe even not put it in there at the moment. And where do we want the leaf? It's not bad there. What's it like up here? And where do we want the belly band? Maybe there. Not bad, but maybe we need to spread the pink around a little. So maybe here. Let's just do it there. This is the Rolodex scraps from the edges along with a napkin I put over it, and I used vintage photo to distress the belly band. So it didn't look bright white, because before that it looked bright white. Okay, so here's the side belly band. And something of this size, which we measured, and maybe we'll even cut like the clouds or some other things that are that size. Can I make this crooked? Oh. Now, did I have everything in here? No, this needs to be glued on. So, do we want a side pocket or a top pocket? This will go side. Okay, so glue here and here and here. And then just kind of tuck it near the spine, but not there, and center it so there's room for a little something to peek out of the pocket. Okay. All right, so we have, make sure I have everything. We have the leaves, the brown one of these, and the green ones. We have all the big ones. So we just need one more and the belly band. and this card. So that one's good to go. All right, 2 more for this, finishing this one up. We have this one to put in somewhere. We have the green, the brown. We have one of those. We have the leaves. We have one of these. So this is either in the last one or it was an extra. Do we need one more? Oh, there's one there. So maybe here. And for some reason I want it to go up, but I don't know why. I didn't do the other ones that way, but that's okay. It's telling me it wants to go that way. So this is going to be a flip up paper with a pocket from the top, so I'm going to set it slightly lower. And this doesn't have any picture here, so we can decide what we want to put on it later. Unless we want one of these pictures. This is the blue one. Do we have any like pine cone pines? Because they're all pine cone pines. There's a little bit with that. Not really. It's a little big, actually. Don't know why this one is smaller. I don't know. I think I'm going to think about that. We'll figure out something to decorate it. So I'll stick these back over here as extras. And we have this one. Let's see. We have one of those, 2 of those, and a gray, and a brown, and a leaf. So we just need that card. And I don't have one in here. So that's where it goes. So this one is blue one. So we could use this. Put it somewhere. Could put it doesn't look bad. Oh, edge here. So like this or like this. I think like that. So put some on each end. Stick it on. Hold it, wipe up the overflow so we don't stick our other pages together. And this will go in there, but I'm going to just stick it there. So we did our belly band. I don't think we should have 2 of these left though, so I might have forgotten one, but we'll find it. So there you go for today. we have added all of our big pieces. We have some extra big pieces that may or may not get used. And then we have all these smaller pieces for our next video. And the little decorative pieces, like these and other things. I thought I had my pin in here, but it was a blob of glue. That would have been a disaster. There you go. Thank you for joining me. This is Peggy from the Pearl Forest, and we'll continue on with our journey of our 5 mini nature journals that go in the books. And these are from Joey Cardmaker Nature's Notes Digitals. Thank you. Hope you have a fun and creative and loving day. This is Peggy from the Pearl Forest.